Here we go. Okay, I'll make sure we live real quick. Dominic motherfucking Brazil, right? Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Brazil. It's about to go down. Excuse me. We got,
Yo, Mike,
what's happening, baby?
what is?
Oh, not much, not much. You know what I'm saying? What's going down
Hold
with you,
on.
baby?
Nah, chilling. Fucking what were you gonna go on? Cause my shorty just came back from Florida. Fucking not that long ago. Fucking, I was trying to chill with her.
Oh, I'm already on.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, it's all good,
Fucking
man. It's all good,
the
man.
yeah, bro. Actually, she's downstairs. Like if you want if you want to percolate for a few minutes. I mean, for a few.
Yeah.
How you been? My bad, bro.
Oh man, good man. Just coming over here talking about this Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Brazil. That's about it, man. You know how we do, We come on here and
Yeah.
we talk boxing and we talk little shit, man. You know how we get down.
Are you drinking this evening, my friend?
Oh man, just a little strong Guinness, you know what I'm saying? A little Guinness for the soul,
Proud of
for the soul, man.
you.
Yeah.
Warms the body.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. The Nah, I wanted to go to that thing in that Deontay Wilder was having yesterday where he was featuring his new clothing line.
Yeah.
I was dead tired though. That place is really nice though. I've been there before. Tao,
Yeah, I just I went on
it's
there
on
and got
point.
my stuff, man. Should be coming in the mail soon. Went on there and got
Yeah,
my couple of things, you know what I'm saying? I got how we get down in LDBC, we spend money. You know what I'm
word
saying?
up.
We spend money. All these
Yeah,
other cats, the only thing they spend is the hot liquid, that moistness coming out of their mouth.
yeah. Typing. They spend typing power.
Yeah. Mark Warnerlich, Mike Hennigan, what's happening, baby? Yeah, I was on
Nah,
Mark Warnerlich. I was on BFTBs earlier, man. I was on there for a little bit. I was outside. I was out there fishing though, so I couldn't, really comment, but I was commenting as I went.
oh, you on BFTV's channel today?
Nah, I wasn't on it. I was just like, typing
Oh, like
away in the chat
commenting.
room. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening. I was listening to it casually too. That African dude was tripping, bro. The one that had that weird laugh.
He sound Jamaican, but it sounded like he had Jamaican descent, but he got the game all fucked up. He's sitting over there pocket watching. That's what he doing, and then he tried to sit over there. Then he tried to sit over there. He tried to keep switching the narrative from this and this and that. He tried to trap him in his questions. He started off, I believe, with the whole thing what Deontay Wilder said and what Mike Tyson said, which really I'm siding with BFTB on it because that's how I treat it. I don't care if Deontay Wilder say he want to buy on his record. A lot of Americans don't care. It's like you are literally swinging your fist as hard as you can to try to knock out somebody. What do you think is going to be the outcome in as a boxer? The outcome can be you could possibly kill this guy. You know, and you got these guys out here who on this weird type of boxing chivalry thing who think
Sensitive.
that the American market is just like the UK market is not. Like we have freedom of speech out here. In the UK, they don't have so much of a freedom of speech because you can go to jail for some of your comments. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand we different out here. Like we gun toting, gun slinging motherfuckers. And they don't
And
under
and now if that would have came from because they only relegating that type of shit like in relation to I mean or they only like relating that stuff like to Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua's a bitch and he won't say stuff like that. But like per se, if Dillian White said something like that, like, oh, I want to catch a like ain't gonna be no uproar because Dillian White's a nobody. But since it's Wilder,
Yeah.
it's a big story because Wilder's what stirs the pot right now.
And I went and the thing about it is there's people out there in the UK that don't even care, man. Like they know what time it is with boxing, man. This is like BFTB said, it's a gladiator motherfucking sport. This ain't no I'm a pussyfoot around this ring and like try to basically knock you out, knowing that I could possibly like hurt you, maim you for life and stuff like that. And we supposed to sit up over here and act like we homies and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Like, you trying to hurt me, man. Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? And not only that is he tried to go into the commercial value thing. Like, look, homie. Like, first of all, Anthony Joshua was not on over here, not known over here. So don't try to tell me like, you know, AJ is a shark and Deontay Wilder is a little guppy. Don't try to give me that, man, because Anthony Joshua was not known in the U.S. Don't try to give me he got 13 major sponsors, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Because at the end of the day, even with Under Armour, nobody knows Anthony Joshua. Nobody. Why do you think that the whole thing that blow, that whole thing of what he said, that commercial value and how much AJ is known and a small pond with big fish and all this other thing, like you have to understand this. Each time Matchroom Boxing steps to Deontay Wilder, it's a bigger cut. And the reason why it's a bigger cut is because they know how much Deontay Wilder is worth to them. Not how much Deontay Wilder is worth to the fight, how much Deontay Wilder is worth to them. They the ones who signed up with the zone, who did a contract with the zone to get fighters on the zone. They the ones who did that. We didn't ask for these guys to come out here. They wanted them to come out here and push them to us. And we start looking at Deontay Wilder's numbers with Fox, CBS, ESPN, Showtime, and there's another one. He's been doing 500, 600, and like a million views. And that's the thing. Deontay Wilder's biggest views was on Showtime, not on free TV, on Showtime, to where you have to pay $10 neutral natural. What it do? You right, man. We talking boxing, baby. That's what we doing. Deontay Wilder, that's what they want. And you mean to tell me this guy has done multiple fights on Showtime that and all these other places that does a million views? That's what the zone wants. That's why the zone wants him to come up over there and do a multi-fight deal. That's why ESPN wants him to go over there and do a multi-fight deal because they want his numbers. Yeah, neutral natural. Yeah, they kind of they messed that whole thing up. They could still they still gonna do it, man. But it's gonna be off and on. It's gonna be we're gonna pick and choosy with it. But they should have did it. But at the same time, is like these networks that's hosting boxing and stuff like that. They need to understand that they have to push boxing. They can't just have people coming up on there when they're getting as good, when they about to fight and when they about to have a fight and stuff like that. You need to keep them, you need to keep their name, you need to keep what's going on with them instilled in people's minds so people can get back into boxing like they normally was. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to happen until they start doing that. Yeah, they do it, in spurts, but that's when the fighter's about to have a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they more worried about building up towards the fight rather not than maintaining the whole overall thing during the off season. During the off season, you got to talk about football to keep people in tune. You know what I'm saying? From injuries to trades to draft picks to all kind of things. They keep you in tune to that. They don't do it with boxing. They might say something about Kovalev beating up a bitch and trying to rape her and stuff like that, hiding in the bushes, and Povetkin in this court case and having to do, you know, sexual harassment training, which probably he could do online and just click through the hole and get a certificate. But at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua Matchroom Boxing in the zone trying to come out here into America, they are consistently trying to sell to people that they're on top, but they're not. There's no commercial value for the zone in America. And the zone is aiming at boxing in America. And there's no commercial value for them in America. There's no commercial value out here with Anthony Joshua, and there's no commercial value out here with Matchroom Boxing, Edward Hearn. So you can't come out here and say that Oh, you think commercial value was commercials? Okay, yeah, you could say that, but at the same time, is those commercials is what's going to get you to me, which is going to give you the commercial value. You big dummy. Because in order to get you the casuals, you have to project yourself out there. And if you're not projecting yourself out there, then you're not reaching nobody. You're only reaching the people that listen to boxing. Now you want to talk about that social media and that Twitter and all that social media stuff with Anthony Joshua. All that is bought and paid for. That's not people out there that actually follow boxing that's going out there on a consistent basis, giving out that rhetoric. They're bought and paid for. Those are drones. Those are
No, and
drones.
my bad to cut you off, Mike. But today on the 5 o'clock ESPN shows like Around the Horn and it was Around the Horn and Pardon the Interruption. They both talked about the Deontay Wilder fight, and he's fighting bum ass Breazeale. They were saying how the him trying to catch a body comments were riveting up interest for the fight, and like those people barely ever cover. Um, uh, to be honest, American black fighters besides Mayweather, like on ESPN, ESPN be fronting. But they talk about Wilder like fucking up. People know who Wilder is, bro. Like fucking my brother who was helping me with the cribs the other day. He don't know shit about boxing. And out of everybody we mentioned, like the only people he knew were like Canelo, Triple G, and Wilder. Nobody he ain't know who fucking Anthony Joshua was.
Yeah. Yeah, Natural. Those weekly camps, they're cool and all, but like, with they cool and all. You get to see some stuff and blah 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 with the woo, but you don't get to see everything that they doing in there because they don't want you to see everything and stuff like that. It's nice to get some insider stuff. Yes, it is nice to get that like that, but you can also do that when he not fighting. Like, you know, see around town and stuff like that. Go do something, give them back to the community and all that types of stuff. Mike Kinnigan said back in the days I used to watch boxing on ABC Worldwide of Sports. Shit was free. I mean, we got Fox, but it just boils down to these guys don't want to put no money into boxing, man. They don't want to. They don't want to invest themselves into boxing because they can't see that they can't make any money. But when you deal with any sport, man, I don't care if it's golf, MMA, boxing, I don't care. Any sport that ain't as big as college basketball, football, and the professionals. You know, there's always room for that one person to get out there and shine bright as like a star. And they don't want to put no money into that because it's volatile. Because a lot of these casuals think that you got to be 50-0. And then not only that is like you got these side things with promoters and Top Rank and this and with they side company with they other promoters and people trying to stop fights and this there's all types of things where people be hating on you know I was reading some stuff today, man, but some of these fighters, man, I feel sorry for them, man. I sent World Breaker and Fanon some more shit. Man, I read it. I feel sorry for some of these fighters, man. Like, I don't understand how you can get up in there, ESPN, and everybody's saying you making the mill, but at the end of the day, ESPN be lying. Oh, L5 player left. Damn. ESPN be lying, first of all, about how much money people be making. 4Bs and all them cats. Huh? Yeah. All them cats, they know a little bit about how much these fighters is making and stuff like that, but they be getting it wrong, man. They be getting it wrong. They be getting it wrong a lot. And at the end of the day, even if a fighter's getting the mill or 600,000, man, I don't want to. I don't want to see the call sheet, man. Neutral natural. We need more upsets and guys fighting each other like how all the top fighters are fighting each other at 154. I mean, all the kind of sort of, but at the same time, you know, with 154, there's gonna be a you gotta wait one because um we got a little hiccups between this promoter and that promoter and these networks. It's gonna happen. I mean, it looks cool right now, but you know that shit's gonna be stunted pretty soon. Lost one. I just been watching Sweet Pea back. That guy is a legend. A lot of them guys back in the days are a legend. A lot of these new cats to this day can't even hold their jock strap. That's just my opinion. But back on to what Dominic, Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale, man. Um, yeah, that dude on BFTB channel, man, he full of shit, man. That dude was full of shit, man. You look, I don't care. Look, if you live in America, we all know that Anthony Joshua was not known here. Syndicate J, what's happening, man? What's going down, baby? Anthony Joshua was not known here. So, your whole theory about Anthony Joshua being known worldwide, you're far from the truth, dude. It's far from the truth. Far from it. But then, at the end of the spectrum is, why does that matter when it comes to who's better in the ring? Why do you have to go on another dude's channel, switch the whole narrative from Deontay Wilder's comments to him not being marketable in the United States? What about the abilities in the ring? Why do you care about what these fighters say? Because if you care about what Deontay Wilder said, well, what about Barry Hearn? What about, motherfuckers saying, there's all forget his name, man. Forget that goddamn trainer's name. Talking about black folks and shit. What about Golden Boy talking about black folks and shit? What about all that? Where's your outrage there? I don't understand it. If you can have an outrage with Deontay Wilder saying that, you can have an outrage with a whole bunch of things that go on around you. I don't understand. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Lost one. I don't know what you mean by which one. Neutral Natural said these fighters are ducking and allowing the networks to prevent the tough fights. They ain't allowing the networks to prevent the tough events. You can't sign with a network. You can't sign with any old promoter on a dotted line without reading fully through them contracts. And a lot of these cats don't have no choice but to bow down. You can. Your eyes may shine, your teeth may grit, but that promoter you got to listen to because he'll sue you. You know what I'm saying? L5 player said, lost one, check out Blood Box and Sweet Pea documentary. Yep. Lost one said, please tell me you don't believe that they were talking to AJ. Who was talking to AJ? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying, Lost One. Neutral Natural said, Blood Boxing. Yes, you goddamn right. It's a great channel. Neutral Natural also said AJ haven't used his left hook since he fought Charles Martin. I mean, because, the left hook is either you got a fast left hook or you don't. And a lot of fighters don't have one. They just try to get it in where they fit in. But let's go back to this Deontay Wilder comments thing, man. On in BFTB channel. Shout outs to him, man. For him to go on his channel, get people up on there, have some patience, go back and forth with these with people that don't know how to properly articulate the argument and allow the other side to talk and stuff like that. I was watching it, man. I was just like, man, I would have been cut that dude off, man. I ain't got no time for you. Keep over there talking over me and cut me in and out. And I'm trying to, hey, Joseph Brown, what's happening, man? I'm trying to get my point across and stuff like that. But Mike Tyson always used to say that's a fat cokehead Mike Tyson right there. Everybody, I even knew when I was little that Mike Tyson wasn't all the way there. A lot of people knew back in the days that Mike Tyson wasn't all the way there. But that is no excuse for letting somebody slide for their comments and their antics. That is no excuse. You see what I'm saying? That is no excuse. And then when you come to realize that the guy was on coke and other drugs and stuff like that, that is no excuse. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. You're still going to get locked up, whether or not it's a jail, prison, or a crazy home. There is no excuse. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're right, you're right. You can't use that as an excuse because obviously look at him now. Cool, calm, and collective. Look at him now. And at the end of the day, whether if somebody says that they want to kill somebody in the ring or not, so what? Why do you have to be on some, oh, Deontay Wilder's a role model? Oh, Deontay Wilder, he's not marketable because of this. Oh, Deontay Wilder, see, that's the reason why I won't get some of the sponsors. Yeah, that might stop him from getting some of them sponsors. But at the end of the day, what does it have to do with his abilities in the ring? And then at the end of the day, what makes you think that's going to stop his public outreach to the masses? It's not. Because after he said that, who was all talking about it? You talking about it. ESPN's talking about it. Fox is talking about it. Everybody talking about his comment. You ain't, if you was non-marketable, they would have just left it alone. Look how many people was actually sitting up over there talking about Dominic Breazeale. Go look at any interview out there, Fight Hype and all the other places. When they headline Dominic Breazeale says this, they don't give a fuck. Dominic Breazeale is sticking up the place because he has no commercial value. Because nobody can take this dude serious. Because nobody has ever taken him serious. Because nobody out there nobody out there is taking his boxing game serious. Nobody. See, I mean, if Charlo said that and nobody cared, you know how it is. Charlo said that, and nobody is saying about that. Come on. You know what it is. Because he has marketable value and people want to sit up over there and piggyback off him. Why every time you hear a Tyson Fury interview, he got to say he beat Deontay Wilder? How come almost every interview you hear AJ talking about Deontay Wilder, he talks about how Deontay Wilder is using his name to build his profile? I don't hear Deontay Wilder saying that about anybody, but people asking Deontay Wilder the questions and you get an answer. But he's not saying that, oh, every interview, I got this belt and this, that, and the third, I did this in the Olympics. I've barely been fighting in professional boxing, and look what I did. I did my whole amateur career as a professional. What did these cats do? Fought a 42-year-old with a 2-year layoff. And then the 42-year-old didn't want to do a rematch. Probably because he was old and his time was up. Mike Hennigan said, man, that shit was just boxing talk by Wilder. I don't think there was nothing wrong with his comments. Yeah, you goddamn right. You got, gladiators, man. Come on. Dudes is trying to, they literally are when they hitting each other, trying to kill each other. So when you finally fucking say it, it's a problem. Come on, man. And then you hear Anthony Johnson, I want to push his nose to the back of his head. What happens when you push somebody's nose to the back of their head? You kill them. You make them brain dead. Nutrinatural said it's their job to fight in the ring. Damn right. Nutrinatural said, Jamal Charles, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, you ain't lying. Joseph Brown said facts. Lawson said, I don't agree with all the noise people are making about Wilder saying that. It's just bigging himself up like one wrestling crap. Every boxer does it. Yeah. I mean, look at Dominic Breazeale. He chooses to answer his questions a certain way on purpose. And the reason why he chooses to answer his questions in a certain purpose, because he's trying to make himself look good. He's trying to make himself look like a professional. That's why. He's not sitting up over here saying certain things. You think if you was done wrong by somebody and stuff like that, that's the way you should be, that you'll be talking like that? If somebody really did you wrong in front of your wife and your kids, you think you would just be talking cool, calm, and collective like that? You think when you face off, you'll be sitting over there talking cool, calm, collective like that, having somebody spit all over your face and cuss you out on national TV like that? Come on, man. Come on. We're not talking about you. We're talking about your wife and your kids. Because that's the way you put it. So how am I supposed to take you serious when you don't even make it look like you serious? You make it look like you're just in prison right there. You just gave her to stay. Neutral Natural said exactly. Lost One said people can die in the ring without people saying nothing. Yep. But they could, but they could be like Kroboff and be like, yeah, he died. Okay. I killed somebody in the ring. Okay, yeah, whatever. Lost One said, end of the day is just words. Hell, I've told family members I want to kill them before. Yeah, we all been through that. Yeah, he's scared, Mike Hennigan. He's scared. He ain't got no choice but to be scared. Because it's true. He do hit hard. And it's exactly what you see. People falling on the ground, shaking, people falling on the ground, going to the hospital a couple days later, a month later, coming to find out they got something wrong with them. I'm pretty sure there's talk about somebody a couple people that Deontay Wilder hit that came out with some medical concerns with their brain and had to go to the hospital. I'm pretty sure there's a few. I'm pretty sure there ain't a few from Dominic Breazeale. Hell, look at his last couple fights. They weren't so fucking spectacular. So, I forget what all the other crap that dude said on BFTB channel, but that was just disgusting. You come on somebody's channel trying to prove a point so you can say you won one, but all your stuff that you bringing up has nothing to do with anybody in the ring. And then you mismanage your argument. You didn't even prove nothing. You just prove that you were willing to go out of your way to try to say that you won something. There's no prize that you get for going on anybody's channel and becoming right at something. There's no fucking prize. There's no glory. There's no nothing like that. There's nothing. You can't put it like this. The outrage that I see from Deontay Wilder's comments, I did not see the outrage from anything that Conor McGregor has done. I didn't see that same outrage. I didn't see it. Them same guys that's on our channels, that's on these other channels, all across Twitter, Instagram, and all these other places. What do you got to say about Conor McGregor bullying somebody, taking their phone and smashing on the ground and stomping it? What do you got to say about that? Don't come out here and say that, oh, I'm just a boxing whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Ain't nobody just pure boxing. You're going to bring something else up. You're going to bring something else up. You mean to tell me that you are more outraged with Deontay Wilder than Conor McGregor getting a whole bunch of his goons, his thugs, to attack a bus with fighters, UFC executives, and people's spouses and girlfriends on there, and end up ruining a whole fight card? I don't see you going out there saying that, oh, what Conor McGregor said about Khabib's religion, that was wrong, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. I don't think that was, Khabib jumped out the ring for no reason. No, he didn't jump out the ring for no reason. He thought he was personally attacked. His whole culture, his religion and all that, family and all that. I didn't see you talking about that. I don't, and then mostly of all, what I don't hear y'all talking about, which is the most grossly thing that I've ever seen in my life when it comes to the sport of boxing, is us not getting the fights because of promoters, because of networks. And I don't see y'all talking about that. And they are literally taking money out of your pocket. Tyson Fury and Tom Swartz in the UK, literally taking money out of your pocket because that's pay-per-view up over there. Literally taking money out of your pocket for a snooze fest. I don't see you guys over there griping about how Edward Hearn continues to scalp tickets. You can't sell a whole arena out in 60 seconds, a minute or two. You cannot. It's not going to happen. So when that happens over and over again, then all of a sudden you start to say, dang, I could have bought this ticket for $100. But as soon as I went to the site, it was already sold. And all of them in that whole row. Now I got to pay $300 just to watch AJ versus Povetkin. Whoops, AJ versus Takam, a replacement. And you still sit up over there paying for the fight. You can go online. There's all types of articles out there talking about Edward Hearn scalping tickets, making fans pay triple or quadruple the face value price of the ticket. But you want to talk about, but when somebody talks about killing somebody in the ring with a license to kill, because that might end up happening anyways in the box, as we about do. But when somebody is out there right now thinking of a way to scheme you out of your money, you ain't got nothing to say about it. You ain't got nothing to say about Dillian White not bringing up AJ and talking about I want a rematch. You don't hear nobody out there saying that Dillian White should be kicked out of the WBC and Tyson Fury should be kicked out of the WBC for not fighting their mandatories. Oh, I'm not going to fight Ortiz. Oh, Tyson Fury. Oh, I'm not going to fight Wilder. I'm just going to go to ESPN. You should be out of there. But the WBC is protecting Wilder, but they're keeping these fucking numbskulls around. And then people are so full of themselves, they think that Tyson Fury versus White is supposed to be for a secondary mandatory. Yes, it's supposed to be a secondary mandatory because when Deontay Wilder beats Breazeale, they're next. The winner of that is next. The winner of that is next. And then it would go from a silver to a diamond, allegedly. That winner of that will be next. I don't understand what is your logic? You guys are so twisted with your ideologies. Well, I don't even fucking pronounce the goddamn word. Don't mind me. That you just want to see certain people just lose at all costs for no reason. And then when you come on these channels and you go on these Twitters and these Instagrams and these YouTubes and these Facebooks, you start bringing up some weird shit. There's no chivalry in boxing. There's no acting as a gentleman when you're talking about a gladiator sport. There is none. You train all day to physically harm somebody. All day. That's what you do. You don't run miles after miles to pussyfoot in the ring. You don't do all them push-ups, all them sit-ups, all those jabs. You don't do all that. All that heavy bag work, speed bag work. You don't do all that sweating. Then have to do all that eating and all that dieting. And all that not drinking and not fucking. Just so you could pussyfoot in the ring and say, get off me. Stop holding. Stop holding. Get off me. Here, let me hit you with this jab. Let me hit you with this jab. No. It's going to be trying to kill you, nigga. Die. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm sorry. But there's some, not all of them, but there's some sensitive ass motherfuckers in the UK. Sensitive. Boy, let me read some of these comments. Also, one said, at the end of the day, it's just word as hell. I told family members, yeah, I read that one. Mike Hennigan said, man, that nigga scared. Yep, read that one too. Lost one said, Eubank would say stuff like that all the time. Then when Ben Watson accidentally happened, nothing really happened to him. It wouldn't have happened because you ain't trying to, probably is trying to kill somebody, but, that's playing football, playing rugby, playing soccer. Motherfuckers that had heart attacks and died, cardiac arrest and died. Everybody know it can happen. Like, come on. Mike Hennigan said boxing is a mad sport. Yep. Anybody can get hurt anytime. If Dom or Virgil Hill don't like the comment, they need to get the fuck out of boxing and start playing badminton, nigga. Yep. Start playing badminton. Like, nothing physical about it. Nothing talking about as far as getting hit. That's what you might as well do. And I don't understand them dudes. Like, you know, if Virgil Hill had a problem with that, I don't understand if he had. I haven't heard his comments, but I don't understand why he got a problem with that. Like, come on, Virgil. You see what they go through in the gym. See what they have to go through. They ain't there to pussyfoot. So what if you said it? Sucks to be you. Mike Hennigan, off facts. Last one said every boxing promoter that has ever existed does that. No, they don't. No, they don't. Mike Hennigan laughing. Last one said it's nothing to do with the UK, man. It's just PC culture that's going on. No, it's not no PC culture, homie. Y'all got different laws and rules and regulations. You can't go around there talking like we talk up over here. You'll get arrested. You know what I'm saying? You go up in McDonald's and you ordering you a whatever, a number 2, number 3, you might have somebody in there calling you a NIGGER over and over again. See, in the UK, you would get arrested for that. Over here, nah. Nope. If you do get arrested, it'd be for disturbing the peace or public intoxication. You won't get hit with there ain't no hate crime for running your mouth, for hitting somebody in the commission of saying that stuff. Then you get hit with that. But no. Nope. Yeah, you could go up, you could have a sign right now and walk down the street with a KKK uniform on. Can't nobody do nothing to you. You could be screaming Heil Hitler and all that stuff. Well, nobody, you ain't going to jail. Nope. They have KKK parades. So to this day in the United States. Nope. Won't go to jail. In the UK, lock up the whole lot of them. Mike Hennigan said, yeah, Virgil Hill criticized Wilder for the comments. Yeah, he needs to relax. He needs to relax, in my opinion. Like I said in my other video, man, when I was growing up, you know, high school football and stuff like that, man, coach was literally training us and saying it. Kill him. Kill him. Because that's literally how football is. You're not tackling people to be nice. You tackling them to put their dick in the dirt, to kill them. Last game we had, what? I'm 100. I dropped a few pounds. I'm 180 right now, playing defensive back. I'm having running backs coming at me at full speed at 230 pounds. What do you think he's trying to do? In order for me to run through him and tackle him, what kind of mentality do you think I got to have to tackle him coming at me full speed? Nah, I'm just going to go over here, put my head on the ball, roll my hips and blah, 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 woo-doo-woo-woo. No, that ain't going to work. I got to have the mentality that I'm going to blow through you. And if you get hurt, you get hurt. I'm not going to miss a beat. I'm going to blow through you. That's just it. Yeah, Lost One. They really do have KKK parades in the U.S. Look it up. They really do, man. It's not a joke. They got towns that black folks can't go through because it's all run by KKK. Dude, you got to look it up. Yeah, Mike Hennigan, I read that already. BBC reported that WC are going to hold hearings about Wilder's comments. Hearn is probably pushing that shit. He's not pushing that shit. They're running through the motions. They're obligated. What you going to investigate? I didn't say that I was going to do anything illegal to kill you. I didn't say that the bell rung and I was still hitting you after the round was over. I didn't say that I'm going to repeatedly hit you in the balls in the back of the head until you die. Last one, look, you can't do that because all them KKK dudes out there, they have guns on them, legally or illegally. And then not only that, they have the police behind them. So usually when they're having those KKK parades and stuff like that, they have the SWAT team out there. They have the local police out there protecting them. And really, in the United States, you're not even supposed to have parades like that because they cause civil disorder. And when you're signing up for a permit to get that stuff, you can't have, you can't be having protests causing civil disorder, i.e., knowingly that people is going to cause people to get hurt because they're going to clash. There's going to be civilians on civilian crime, and they know that. But the reason why they allow it to happen is because the people that's signing off on the permits is part of it. The police will protect a KKK rally more than they would protect somebody peaceful protesting over somebody killed from the cops. And guess who shows up to those? People from the KKK. Come on, bro. I mean, that's last one. That's why y'all can't. Y'all, that's the reason why some of y'all don't understand how our way of thinking and stuff like that over here. Because a lot of people out here, they've been through a lot over the course of over these years. You know what I'm saying? Been through a lot. From neighborhoods being bombed in what, 86, 87? The government dropped bombs on the black neighborhood, you know, and all kind of stuff. So you got to understand, it's like we have a different way of thinking over here. There's different economics for the color of your skin. It may look sugar coated on the outside and stuff like that, but it ain't all what it says it is. Like, look, check this out, man. Somebody else said something, and I was on their channel. I think I forget what channel it was. There was a World Breaker Fighter, but you got all these guys that's like, I'm not even gonna go to that with the mob and then politics and then Las Vegas and then some of these promotional stuff, because you know it ain't what you think it is. You can get knocked off quick. Last one said that the thing that makes me most confused is why is that even legal? It's literally an organization built off hate. How the Nazis are formed. Yeah, I mean, the Nazis wasn't formed off of hate. Alex Santos, what's happening, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? I just
No,
decided to jump in. I can't get any sleep.
I know.
Yeah.
The Nazis wasn't formed off. Hold up. The Nazis wasn't formed off of hate. There was formed off of propaganda. That ended up becoming hate for one group of people over the other. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. It started with propaganda. It started with, you should hate Deontay Wilder because of his comments. You should hate Deontay Wilder because he's not a technical boxer. You should hate Deontay Wilder because he didn't accept Edward Hearn's demands. You should hate Deontay Wilder because it went from 12 to 15 with no rematch to 15 with a rematch. At the time, he was negotiating with Tyson Fury. So now sign up with us because we need you for these 3 fights for 80 to whatever million, how many amount of million. It's called propaganda. And over here in America, we are used to it. It's an everyday occurrence with propaganda. It's all the time. You go online, you listen to the White House, they're having a little press conference. All of that is propaganda. It's all designed to have you sit up over there and side with them. The news, their main job is to get you to understand their point of view and side with their point of view. That's what that is. That's how it's even written, and that's how it's given to you. That's why every single time that you hear that you watching the news, listen to this. They're always broken down the same. They give you the background. They give you the gist. They give you the background. Then they give you the main body, and then they break it down again, and then let you go on about your way. It's the same format over and over again. It's a format that you used to. You just got to be able to decipher when they're giving you bullshit and you're not. You know, up over here, we can watch our parliament floor discussed. Well, it's not, it's kind of like our forum. Discussed on what they voting on every day on national TV. Or we can go to the website and we can see what's on the agenda. Can y'all do that over there in the UK? And then we can see who voted yay and who voted nay. For real. Yeah, Alex, what you think about what you think about Dominic Breazeale? What you think about Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, man? Whatever you want to talk about, man. What you think about it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a slaughter. That it's gonna be a slaughter. What I found interesting was Breazeale from a distance. He had a lot to say. He was his usual passive aggressive, condescending manner of speech, and then when he gets near to Wilder, he's just mumbling, and Wilder's just right in his face, saying everything he has to say. He couldn't say shit to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and go ahead.
I guess that guy, what's his name now? Was it Hunter? Yeah, Hunter. He's just basically saying that because he's his fighter, really.
Yeah.
Because it's a fighting man's sport. I know some people say it's gentleman's sport, but it's a fighting man's sport. Just look at the background of most of these fighters.
And the thing that messed me up when I heard UK people talk about that, man, is in the UK they even had it bad. Between the Irish, the Welsh, and all them other guys, they had it bad up over there. Looking down to the Irish is like they less than nothing and stuff like that. While these other guys was holding all the grain and all that stuff and letting them starve and taking their property and stuff like that because they couldn't pay because their farms was messed up because there was a wide famine throughout the whole country. They were still doing them in just so they could live comfortably. It's like it's still like it's like that over there right now. You got guys that's all about this snobby ass shit that's willing to lie to a motherfucker to make money, and you got these other cats that know, like, hey man, we was all on that tip before, but now you got some money. Now you over there acting like you different.
Yeah.
What did he say? The dude was like, he said, I don't get nothing. I was watching this movie. He was like, I don't get nothing about these Irish chicks, man. They all ugly. They look malnourished and stuff like that. He was like, man, you take one of your women, you send them up over here, you don't feed them, you have them sleep with the pigs and stuff like that, and you see how they look.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as bad. I forget what movie it is, but that was a good ass movie, man. It was a good ass movie, but it just shows you a lot that, that there's things that happen over there that's fucked up just like up over here. But not as bad, but just like over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's no better, but of course America is just, that's just another level, but we got our fair share of shit as well over here.
Like, you know what is funny though? Some of these cats that's talking about Deontay Wilder, their favorite figure is probably an Irish mobster that was setting up car bombs.
Ain't
that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Ain't that about a bitch? They probably the same.
What have they been saying about Wilder? I haven't been really checking. I don't really check the comments anymore, man.
Well, the WBC is investigating it. And I think the only reason why they're investigating his comments is because it's all out in the public. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to investigate. Like, they're only doing it because they have to, because they obligated to. That's their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think there's nothing you could come from saying, like, hey, I'm gonna catch a body. Like, yeah, if he dies in the ring. Blah blah blah. I don't think there's nothing you can investigate, but I just think that they obligated to. And then not only that it's probably a way for the WBC to say that they was doing something so they could claim some more money.
Yeah, this will be the second time then that if that's the case, that would be the second time
Yeah,
at WBC.
I,
So
I
there's
think
nothing new, really.
I think every time they
Guys are
do a
legends.
meeting,
Yeah,
I think every time they do a meeting or something, I think they're getting paid.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the per diem to cost to go out somewhere and have a meeting. Because I don't know if they're doing over voice over internet protocol, you know, VoIP, or they doing Skype or whatever the case may be. I don't know how they doing the meetings or Google Hangouts, but I'm pretty sure it's going to incur some expenditures like them flying out there, collect the per diem, meals and incidentals, rental car, maybe a chauffeur, hotel room, a week stay, blah 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 blah. Maybe a couple of days of liberation, you know, of doing nothing but on vacation.
Shit to no cost, man. Yeah.
I'm being real. I mean, yeah, Lost One is nowhere near as bad. And Mike Hennigan said Lost One hired Black Street in London. Yeah, he said no, yeah. But you know, in New York,
But
a
they're
lot
trying
of
to bring that stop and frisk shit over here with the knives.
well,
I,
yeah,
I'm not with that though.
a lot of people not like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand how does it feel as a grown ass adult to be stopped and then just searched and
They didn't.
just
They wasn't trying to. At first, there was like debate about it, but now that it seems like they're going through it. And
like how would you feel as a grown ass man? Well, you go into the store, walk out of your house, and you're taking a 2 minute walk to go get some groceries, some odds and ends. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
something you got some stuff at the crib, but you just want to get a couple things to make the dish. And on your way back, with carrying all these bags because you didn't think you was gonna get that much. You got to sit your shit down because somebody want to search you. And then they doing it every time they see you outside, over and over and over and over again. Once you're mad, two times you're upset, the third time you're furious.
yeah,
You don't want no explanations. You don't want nothing. You want an understanding that with them, like, hey man, y'all been doing this every time I come outside. I'm getting tired of
yeah.
this. That's what happened in New York.
I'd be revolted. I'm like, clearly you guys are you stereotyping me, and you are uh you that's what you're basically singling me
Yeah, you know what they're gonna do.
out of the other guys. Yeah,
You know what the first thing they're gonna do? They're gonna go around. They're gonna
the
go
profiles.
around.
Yeah,
They're gonna be like, oh, he look like somebody that have a knife. He look like somebody that have an illegal knife, or maybe possibly have some drugs on him, or maybe have an $30,000 in his pocket when he shouldn't have. Let's go on over there and let's just search him for no reason. Or it could be a dude that probably been fucking up his whole life, and now he's just getting searched every day for no reason. Even though he's a fuck up, he still shouldn't have to deal with that
yeah,
as a human being.
yeah. Especially as a human being, and because we're men, that's gonna mess us up even more. Because you getting treated like that as a man, it messes you up.
Yeah, nobody want to deal with that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what am I? I'm like you're like 30 something, and a grown man, checking, doing checks
yeah,
on your body.
or you 60 years old, you got this little wet behind the ear 20-year-old manhandling you,
Yeah,
just like belittling you. And then not to mention that, what things gonna happen with the Middle Easterns? What things gonna happen with them?
oh yeah, you know how it goes with them. They always get the blame. Them. They always get the blame for everything.
Oh, oh man. They gonna see, but the thing about them, at least they got political figures and stuff like that that's gonna go out there and ride for them.
Yeah, they've got a big community over here. Well, it's not really Arabs. Well, it's mainly Pakistani. That's got the biggest population. But you'll find more of the Arabs down in London.
Yeah.
But they've got their community, especially the Muslim community. So they're like a collective. But over here, like us of West African descent and Caribbean, we're pretty like separated and sparse, so we can get easily. These guys can fuck with us easily, with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Not
have
over
to team
here.
up. We're gonna have to team up with the basically the white folk to help us out, basically, of the situation.
Yeah. I mean, but out here it's like only a couple of states that you can't a couple states in a couple counties, which is counties aren't like really cities, they're just like territories within the city, or another one city saying, hey, this is our spot. You can't film the police. But in most cities, major cities in the US, you can film the police.
Yeah, because it's public, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the
Public
public
space, you
area.
can film them.
Yeah,
And so when they get caught all the time lying.
yeah. I've seen. What do you call them guys now? There's loads of them on YouTube now.
Cop watchers, and you got
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah,
you got this other guy on YouTube called Big Nick. He's just going around fucking with the police because he
yeah.
been
I
fucked with
love watching that.
because he been fucked with a lot. So he
Yeah,
going around fucking with them on purpose.
yeah. Remember that? Is it Jose? No, who's that guy now? That guy used to say "ho" a lot. If he's from the DC, he's from DC. I ain't seen him for a minute. It was years ago. He was talking to the police so much that the guy, one of the youngest police officers, the rookie, he asked him for a fight. Like, what are you doing later on? Can you fight? Basically, he's asking the guy that. He said, "Yeah, I can fight, but I'm gonna come. But you're getting arrested."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would.
Officer Citizens Hove. Officer Citizens Hove. I think you remember him, don't you?
Yeah, I don't remember him, but yeah, that they supposed to be policemen and stuff like that, but it don't always work out like that. But so what do you think about what do you think about what's going to happen in the fight?
I think in the early rounds, it's it's going to go the usual pace. Slow. Going to be doing the filling out. But I think within the third, fourth round, Wild's knocking out Breazeale. He's too slow, too stiff, but he's durable. But I don't know if he's durable enough for Wilder's right hand.
Mm-hmm.
And if Wild's not going to go for the body, he's going to go straight for the head.
I think Wilder's going to start off just jabbing him out.
Yeah.
Just jabbing him up out of there. And
I think he's going to do it quicker than AJ. It took AJ, I believe, 10 rounds.
Yeah, it could be. But I saw the AJ.
They threw the towel in.
I saw yeah, that's what I said too. I thought it was going. I think they're gonna throw the towel in too. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout, but I think they're gonna throw that towel.
Yeah,
they're gonna have no choice. I saw I rewatched the AJ versus Dominic Breazeale fall, and I saw that Dominic Breazeale did have some good points. Did land some good shots on him, to the body. But I saw that his jab is cool in the early rounds, but then come the third and fourth round, his battery starts to fade quick. He's durable, but I think he's only durable because of his height. He's not durable because of his chin. And I saw that with Anthony Joshua, because even in that fight, I didn't see anything durable about him. What's up, Will? What's happening? What's going down?
You see one of Ugano.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see nothing durable about him. Only thing I saw was that he can get up a few times, but you still got to put him on him.
Yeah.
He
basically likes putting his weight on his opponent.
He's not gonna be able to do that on this one.
Yeah, he won't.
With these elite fighters, with these top tier guys, in the division, with the top 3, the top 4 within this division, you can't do that. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I would, and that's the reason why I was saying that is the dude doesn't have any type of juice. When I saw the Anthony Joshua Dominic Breazeale fight, I saw Dominic Breazeale trying to stay away from them power shots.
Yeah.
He'd come in the inside and stuff like that every now and again. but he was avoiding that power shot. And Anthony Joshua's power shot ain't an uppercut. The uppercut comes in after all the rest of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that straight hand coming down the pipe, and that's his power shot. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his body centered under him, and he gives it to you because he ain't weighing 254 now, but you know when you weighing 250,
he's weighing 254.
I say he ain't wearing it. He ain't wearing it now.
Oh,
you know, I believe, but Breazeale, I saw that he tried to counter AJ a lot, and what I saw was that when AJ he tried to stay out of the way of the jab, try to, you know what I'm saying, at the end of it, and every time when he tried to counter, he missed because with that left hook because he's just slow.
Yeah. He walks as if he's got quicksand on his feet. Walks. Yeah.
But I also saw that Dominic Breazeale can slip punches. He can slip punches and stuff like that, but that's only when he's not tired. It's just the same way like with you see Joseph Parker and Alexander Povetkin. They could do a couple things and stuff like that in the earlier rounds, but after when it comes to the 6th, 7th, 8th, that shit starts to fade out. They start to get tired. They don't start moving like they're supposed to and stuff like that, and they end up getting put out of there.
Yeah, that's what happens to Uzo Gono when he fought Breazeale. He was actually doing pretty good, even dropped Breazeale. But eventually in the later rounds, he just got really tired, and Breazeale just ended him there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
A bigger guy as well, like you said. Breazeale was 6'6", isn't he?
I thought he was.
But he's been put in platform.
I say 6'6". I say 6'6".
And Uzo Gono was about 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, well, Wikipedia says 6'7", so it's the same.
Huh.
BoxRec says 6'7". Yeah, it could be off.
Was he taller than AJ now? I can't remember now. Was he taller than
33.
AJ?
Who?
Breazeale, was he taller than AJ? I can't remember now. When they went face to face, or the same height.
They got Anthony Joshua at 6'6".
Yeah. Something's not right there. Then.
Maybe he be hunching.
Yeah, always got an extra platform in his shoes.
Or his head is big as fuck.
Yeah, because I noticed Wilder was actually taller than Breazeale based on his shoulder, but his head is actually big.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Like I said, man, early round, I can see Dominic Breazeale probably slipping a jab or two and stuff like that. But if Deontay Wilder he has to, like, one thing I noticed about the jab is that you can make the jab very, very effective by just getting it off before the other fighter has a chance to set. By just getting it off. Like, you can't just throw it. It didn't throw it. It didn't throw it. It didn't stop. It didn't allow the other guy to get off because he's setting. He's trying to time you. He's trying to set you up. And I don't think Dominic Breazeale was saying that he said that Deontay Wilder is going to be a more easier fight than for him than Anthony Joshua, which I think is just his way of politically correct way of saying that Deontay Wilder is not a better boxer than Anthony Joshua. But
yeah, he's been saying that a lot. He's like he's really stuck. I don't know if it's delusion or it's just him just talking, his way out promoting. I don't know what it is, but he's been saying that a lot. He's just been belittling Wilder's style, and then that's what he's just been doing this whole time since the first press conference. He's been belittling Wilder's style. But
Yep.
I don't know if he's not fast enough for Wilder. That's the thing. He isn't.
Hey, neutral natural. If Deontay Wilder catches Dominic Breazeale with the left hook, that right hand is coming, and it's game over.
Yeah, and he's not. It's not like he's. And it's not like it's not gonna. It's not gonna like it's gonna miss. He's hittable target.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He's not really a defense whiz, and he's not fast either. He's stiff as all get out, and he's got he's got tarmac on his feet
You got
or
more than
bricks
that.
on it.
You got cement feet. That
Yeah.
boy. God bless his heart.
He
God
walks
bless
like
his.
one of them 1992 Sega fighting game characters.
But I just don't really. Man, I just don't really see nothing, bruh.
Yeah.
If Dominic Breazeale he wins, but I just can't really see. I just can't really see how some people would say that I can't really see how some people would say that I'm over here looking at this thing. I'm over looking at something else. I can't really see how some people would say that Dominic Breazeale has the ability to get Deontay Wilder out of there with a straight face.
Yeah. These guys are like women, man. They'll hate just like for no reason. Literally, they said this about Stavern. He couldn't do it. They said that about Ortiz. They said he was this and that. Or watch if he loses, then he beats Ortiz. Now Ortiz is a 40-year-old bum. They said that the Fury one. Yeah, that was a mixed one, but people said as well.
So
Fury's gonna win this one.
So
Didn't
lost one. How do you think Dominic Breazeale would surprise us? Can't just say it.
He's a basic fighter.
You gotta give it to us because that when you look at Dominic Breazeale and his record overallly, Dominic Breazeale said that Wilder fought a whole bunch of bums and this and the third, right?
Yeah.
So if you go down the list of Spilka, of what's his name? Chris Arreola. You just go down the list.
The last fight Breazeale had, he fought a Puerto Rican baker.
Exactly. Go down the list of everybody that Deontay Wilder fought within the last 10 fights. And you look at Dominic Breazeale. How would Dominic Breazeale match up against them? When Dominic Breazeale fought people, not the last Stavern, but the first time Deontay Wilder fought Stavern, that Stavern would have whooped Dominic Breazeale. That first Stavern, Bromane, I call him Bromane. Stavern, he would have whooped Dominic Breazeale.
Yeah, I could see him whooping Breazeale at that time when he beat Arreola.
Yeah, and Dominic Breazeale's like this and the third, but on everybody he beat, they hurt themselves in the fight.
Even his amateur career is garbage too.
They hurt themselves in the fight. Like, come on, bro. You became the mandatory off of fighting Eric Molina in 2017.
That took ages. He was an active as well for that long, wasn't he?
And Eric Molina hurt himself in that fight. Then you went and fought Carlos Negron in 2018. So let's go down the list. So you fought Fred Cassie. Then you fought Amir Mansour. And we look at Amir Mansour's record as of lately. Whew. Then you fought Anthony Joshua. You got knocked out. Then you fought Ogano. You beat him, but that motherfucker was that could have went either way. Then you fought Eric Molina. Then then you fought Carlos Negron. Then you fought Deontay Wilder. So you mean in 2018 you only fought once? Only once. But let's see here. In 2015 you fought 3 times. In 2016 you fought 2 times.
Gee, this guy's a lazy bastard,
But
isn't
the
he?
last time you fought in 2016 was in June. You fought 2 times. You fought in January and then June of 2016. You got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and then you didn't fight all the way until February 2017, which is Ogano. Then you went and fought for a mandatory position against Eric Molina, which the WBC even said if Eric Molina was to win, they wasn't even going to give it to him. Then you fought Carlos Negron in 2018 in December. So between 2017 and 2018, you had a year. You had a year. And you still look horrible. Carlos Negron was still catching you. He just didn't have no skills. And Carlos Negron didn't start off as a heavyweight. He didn't start off as a heavyweight. Matter of fact.
Damn, he was a garbage cruiserweight.
Nah, I don't think he started off as a cruiserweight.
No?
Nah.
What did he start off as?
Let me see here. Carlos Negron. Let me see here. Let me see. Maybe a light heavyweight. Let me see.
Sheesh. He killed himself just to get all the way down there.
Let me see here, though. Damn it, wrong one. What am I looking at? I had the wrong one. Let me see.
He just got on Breazeale's last fight. You see it there on the box, right?
It might have been cruiserweight, but I know I saw a fight with him. He didn't look like the motherfucking cruiserweight. He didn't look like the motherfucking cruiserweight, but they all saying cruiserweight. I know he fought a guy. He fought a. Yeah, I guess he was. He ain't always been a cruiserweight though, because I saw fights with him. He didn't. Maybe that was a guy with another name. Maybe that was a guy with another name, but this Carlos Negron dude, man, I remember seeing him with a fight. He looked real fucking skinny, man.
He probably gained weight, or he probably gained pounds going. He was going gym or eating. Decided to be heavyweight.
I'm over here looking at this thing real quick. Nah, they don't say they weight on this one. But anyways, so even if you look at Carlos Negron's record,
there's nothing to really write home about.
Nope.
He was even ranked when Breazeale fought him as well. He was just basically cannon fodder that they fed him just to stay busy, and that was a shitty stay busy because they didn't hone his craft and skill.
I don't even know where they found this guy from. I mean, because
they must have found him in Miami.
Before he fought Dominic Breazeale, he fought a guy that was 31-12.
See, 31-12. That's something a UK fighter would do.
He fought a Derek Rossi, who is from New York. Yeah, he fought a guy that was 31-12.
31-12.
before he fought Dominic Breazeale. Yeah. Well, Dominic Breazeale, he came at a good time in the Olympics, man. So he came at a good time in the Olympics. So that's how he was able to do that, man. But I guess he had to. I guess between the competition that he had, I mean, he was in there. So we got to give him that. But
But I give Wilder the props because he got the medal.
Look, Williams said, "I'm watching Wilder and Molina right now." Yeah, Molina started getting fucked up. Natural said Molina was chosen to be in the title eliminator, but everyone turned down the opportunity to fight Breazeale on 3 weeks' notice. That includes Dillian White ducking that fight. Yeah. Because, like I keep trying to tell everybody, Dominic Breazeale was too busy chasing the bag and becoming a household name in the UK than doing what he was supposed to do. Like Evander Holyfield keeps trying to tell, like Evander Holyfield said, I did what I was supposed to do. Dillian White didn't do what he was supposed to do. And now that he's in the predicament that he is, he got Edward Hearn out here making it look like he's doing something for him, but he's really not, because Edward Hearn knows the rules and regulations.
Yeah. But do you think Dillian White doesn't know the rules of the WBC?
I think he knows the rules of the WBC, but I don't think he ever read them. I think the rules that Dillian White knows is from other people. So what he knows about the WBC comes from, word of mouth from somebody else. It's not from him reading it. And even if he was to read it, it's probably an interpretation from somebody else. You getting somebody else is getting him interpretation. It's clearly in there. Now, if you want to gripe about you being the silver and this and the third, you can in no way, shape, and form say that, well, Deontay Wilder is taking on Dominic Breazeale as a voluntary. Well, it's not a voluntary anymore because it's been mandated. It's mandated.
He's freaking stupid, isn't he?
It was mandated by the WBC to take the fight, just like Edward Hearn is out there saying that Tyson Fury should be kicked out of the WBC rankings. Edward Hearn is saying that Tyson Fury should be dumped out of the WBC rankings. If Fury should be dumped out of the WBC rankings, then Dillian White should be dumped out of the WBC rankings for ducking Louis King Kong Ortiz when he was mandated to fight him. And said what he do? Went out there and fought somebody else for a bag.
Because I think he's not in the IBF. Dillian's not in the IBF.
Yeah, but if he's not, he's showing up in the WBC.
Yeah, so WBC if WBC take ages to get things done.
Well, with Deontay Wilder is not ages.
Yeah,
it's Edward Hearn knows what happened. Edward Hearn knows that Povetkin fucked it all up by popping twice, and then you had Louis King Kong Ortiz pop. Yeah, and then you had who was it? Was it Chris Arreola, Eric Molina? One of them two popped.
Yeah, Molina popped. But that was after the AJ fight.
So,
but he only got popped recently, though.
So, you got all these guys popping when you're trying to make fights, and then all the other guys that's trying to come up ain't fighting each other because of money issues and time constrictions, promoters, whatever the case may be. They're not fighting each other. But they're not fighting each other. You know how hard it is. You know how probably hard it is for you to get a fighter and say, okay, you rank number 30th in the WBC. I'm sorry. Well, you're not ranked. First of all, you know how hard it was how hard it probably be to get that fighter to fight somebody within the top 20 of the WBC. You know how probably hard that is to tell that fighter, come on over here. Then you're going to be like, okay, how much people going to get paid on what thing, on what platform, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. You know how hard that'd probably be? to try to sell somebody a $20,000 fight when they got to take that $20,000, spread it through their whole team, and have the tax man get involved.
It's a lot of responsibilities. A lot of responsibilities. You have to have good eye to details, everything.
Neutral Natural being ranked #1 in the WBC does not mean you're the mandatory.
Yes, and
It's
plus
in the rules.
Silver, and plus because he's holding a silver belt, the silver belt as well doesn't determine that you become mandatory, and you have to do a front eliminator.
Like I did it. Countless other channels in the LWBC's done it. Went through the whole WBC rule book. Ain't nothing in there saying that you rank #1 or you the silver, that you the mandatory.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. Now that Dillian White, that you have the silver, now that you have the silver Dillian White, yeah. Now after Dominic Breazeale is gone, you got to fight an eliminator. Once Deontay Wilder's done with him, you got to fight an eliminator, and that eliminator has to be voted on by the WBC, by the board.
I think the reason why WBC are keeping it because dumbass is paying for that stupid belt.
Well, I don't think it's that. I just think it is that they gave him the belt. I think that belt does mean something, but it means basically out of everybody else, you are second in line as far as if Deontay Wilder was to go somewhere, go to jail for like Tyson or something like that, you'll be the guy to fight an eliminator for that belt.
Yeah.
So if Dominic Breazeale is the mandatory fighter, and you know Dominic Breazeale's about to get his ass whooped, you should be like, I don't care. I want this belt. Who wants to fight me for this belt? But at the same time is Anthony Joshua whooped your ass. Whooped your ass. And you don't have that same energy for Anthony Joshua that you have for Deontay Wilder.
Because he wants another whooping, ass whooping. That's what he wants.
Yeah, we all know when Ortiz popped, he was only dirty for blood pressure medicine and stuff like that. But I made a video about that too. Well, I already said that. That shit should have been a clear and dry case. I mean, he had a prescription. The prescription was within enough time to where you can say that it wasn't forged, it wasn't after the fact, it wasn't nothing like that. So yeah, the fight to me should have been able to continue on. But the WBC, when there are rules and stuff like that, when people see, my whole thing is that I think that if you could have believed Canelo's excuse, even though you know and everybody else know that eating beef in Mexico might make you pop for an illegal substance. And when you pop for an illegal substance, you have this thing called, it might have enhanced your abilities in the ring. Whether or not the WBC could prove it scientifically or not, but it may have improved your abilities in the ring. And you ate that beef knowing that you could pop. Ortiz had a prescription. He had a prescription.
Right, I see the difference.
So he was going to pop for it, but he has a reason for taking it. Now, if you want to say it was because it's a masking agent, well, it's high blood pressure medication. Most likely with a high blood pressure medication, it has to do something with water in your body. It's gonna have that effect, because what it's going to do is it's going to get your cells in line to dump shit, water. So what is your point?
What's you saying now?
I said high blood pressure medication is kind of like it, all of most of it is going to correlate to a masking agent. It's just that the effects that it has on your bloodstream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you
Yeah.
think about one guy over the other, Canelo and Ortiz, at least Ortiz had a reason for taking it. You didn't have no reason for eating beef in Mexico, knowing that you might pop. And you can't say that you didn't know because you're not the only Mexican to pop.
And it did a lot good on him as well. But, I mean, funny thing, he said that he couldn't eat the beef because that's street beef then. But yet he's rich.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, oh, somebody in my kitchen was skimming off the top by going to them local markets and buying beef. You shouldn't have been eating it. You shouldn't have been eating no meat, no poultry, no nothing over there when you know they putting clenbuterol in the meat.
Yeah, he's fully aware, and I'm sure pretty much most Mexicans are fully aware, and because he's a boxer, he I'm sure he checks what's in the ingredients of the foods we're going to consume.
It's just like this. If I was the guy that barbecue lamb a lot and I want to go to a slaughterhouse, you know what the first thing I'm gonna look? I'm gonna look at
No.
the fat cap. First thing I'm gonna look on that lamb is the fat cap. How much fat is on that lamb's fucking ass? Because that's gonna correlate to how they was feeding that lamb.
Hmm.
So that's gonna correlate to how much fat to muscle ratio is in there. So when I do cook it, it just doesn't fucking evaporate.
Right. Okay.
So some people they overfeed their lambs the wrong shit for weight purposes, for hanging weight purposes. And when they do that, it has a bigger fat cap and a higher fat to muscle ratio. So it appears to be bigger, but it's not. And I know that. And I don't even
Hmm.
slaughter lambs. I just know when I go to the market and I'm looking at lambs and goats hanging upside down, you got to pay the hanging weight, the amount of weight that fucking dick carcass is on that fucking hanger. Why the fuck I'm gonna get a high content fat fucking animal knowing that he wasn't feeding it right? No one is not gonna taste right. I knew it, but I bought it anyways. So
Like
when
trying to save money.
yeah, so when we barbecuing, everybody gonna be mad at me. It's like, dude, you knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah. I see the
Mm,
comparison.
they knew they know it was gonna happen. They knew I was wrong. Just using a weird analogy for it, but he knew
Yeah.
he was
Well,
wrong.
yeah, it's understandable. I got it.
You know. William said, "What's funny is AJ fought the other guy after he was dirty with PEDs for Wilder, Alexander PED motherfucking Povetkin. That's what I call him. But
Yeah, he did.
Alexander Povetkin, um, he's a dumbass. I don't care if you were a heavyweight fighter, professional fighter, or not. If
He just needs to retire. What's he doing? What's his end game? Why is he still in the
I
WBC
don't
rank?
know, he probably think he can do something, but he ain't got no stamina. I read what Alexander PED motherfucking Povetkin said in that court case. This dumbass said that his trainer puts his pills in one of those little thingies, like weekly thingies. You know, Monday take these, Tuesday take these, and blah blah blah. We'll do a whoop. This dumbass don't even question what's in it. Don't even know what he's taking. He said he didn't. He said I don't ask. I don't know what's in it. I just take it.
He probably thinks that everyone's gonna read the ingredients that are there
This
for him.
dude, you after everybody that's been popping, and then when you hear, especially now that we hear that Ortiz was done dirty by one of the guys from his team, not divulging all the information, being the highest guy with the secret.
Yeah, like
You 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 can't be going around just taking pills without knowing what you're taking. You can't just no. You need to know what's in it. It's at the end of the day, you are the one that's going to be liable. You're the one that's going to be sued.
Yeah.
Possibly. You think that Big Baby Miller might not be sued? You think Big Baby Miller might not have to compensate for what he did?
His manager will be okay. Our promoter will be okay
Oh yeah,
because
his
he's
manager could
boxing.
be okay, but he gonna get sued.
Yeah,
I can see Matchroom Boxing suing Big Baby Miller if this fight does horrible.
Matchroom suing Big Baby Miller. Yeah, I can see that happening.
If this
Because he's basically he's not even he's not even signed. I think it's fight by fight. So he's basically an independent
even if he
contractor.
was, even if
Yeah.
he was, he still could be sued. Matchroom Boxing didn't give him that shit. The Zone didn't give him that shit.
Yeah,
I
I could
mean,
actually
as far as I know,
sued
they
too.
didn't. He's going to get sued. If Anthony, my opinion is, if Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz does horrible, Matchroom Boxing is going to sue Big Baby Miller.
Horrible number. Okay, yeah. Horrible numbers.
He gonna get sued, and he probably gonna get, it's gonna be disgusting if it's for a couple $1 million because, you're never gonna get that. But let's say, for instance, Big Baby Miller took an advance from Matchroom Boxing or the Zone or his promoter took an advance. Let's say between $3,000 and $50,000 took an advance. Somebody gonna come looking for that money.
Yeah, it's 3,000. 3,000.
Nutrinacho said AJ might get upset, and he also said because AJ don't use his height enough and fight smaller. Well,
AJ upset against who? Nah, Ruiz.
yeah. What I see with Anthony Joshua is that he likes to keep his center of balance. He likes to keep his weight underneath him, and so when you see him throw punches, that's why you always see that kind of like his shoulders is not, it's like, it's not over his knee, and it's squared. They're always
Right.
squared. And the reason why he does that is because that's when you have a lot more control. That's why when you watch UFC fighters and stuff like that, the overhand punches are always not a good, is never a good punch. It's always a, I hope
I
this
just
shit
prefer when they do
lands.
the jabs.
Yeah, it's always a, I hope this shit lands, because every time you throw an overhand punch, your shoulder is always either in front or almost in front of your knee, of your front knee, your leading leg. And the reason why that is bad is because you're off balance. You can't move out of it. And you're hoping that the fighter either puts his guard up or it backs him up. Because if the fighter if the fighter dodges that shit, you're off balance and you get hit, it's a wrap.
Boom. Wide open. Got you open like Black Moon.
He Natural, he has to squat down because he don't lean. He don't like to lean too far. He like to keep his balance so he can bounce back. But at the same
How long did you see the fight going? To round?
Well, it's kind of hard to put somebody out of their misery if they're running. So I can see it doing third round and below. It's gonna be third round and below if Deontay Wilder's jab is hitting.
No, I meant Ruiz and Parker. I mean, not Ruiz and Parker. Ruiz and AJ.
Ruiz and AJ.
Yeah.
The only way Andy Ruiz will win is if he's able to get in some significant body shots. If he's able to get in some significant body shots. Because if you could tire Anthony Joshua down quickly, fourth, fifth round, if you could tire him down like that, which he has been tired in the fourth and fifth round in some fights.
Yeah, if you can see, he even actually opens his mouth when he starts. He starts panting heavy. I saw it in the Povetkin fight.
If you can get him like that, like the fourth and fifth round, because I don't see Andy Ruiz having any stamina. So I'm hoping that Andy Ruiz doesn't go out here and try to pace himself, because trying to pace yourself against Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, I don't think that's ever a good look. I don't think it's ever a good look trying to pace yourself against Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, because that's just giving them more opportunities to hit your ass.
Yeah.
To hit you. So with Andy Ruiz, I think Andy Ruiz will have a better chance with AJ as if he caught him, he catch him early, and keeping controlled punches, i.e., you don't have to pounce on the guy, but you have to keep him from getting his energy, getting his second win. So how do you do that is, in my opinion, is you keep pop shotting him and getting on the move. You keep him off guard. So you hit him, you make him miss, you back up, you get him to throw a couple other punches, you come back in, you hit him again some more, because you want to kind of do it like if you look how Harrison did Charlo.
Yeah.
All that was running and pop shotting. Running and pop shotting, running and pop shotting, running and pop shotting, circling around the ring the same way, from right to left, the whole way. So if Andy Ruiz can get in the inside without getting caught with a hook or a uppercut, I think he can avoid I think he can avoid his power shot, his other power shot, and land some body shots, and then get out of there, and then reset, and then keep at it, and then apply more pressure, but control to where you are on the lookout from his hook. So he has to keep circling them to avoid that to the right. So he can get up in there, dip, get to the right, back out, reset, and do it all over again. Because that's what Anthony Joshua going to try to hit him with. A hook and an uppercut in the inside. He ain't got nothing else. He ain't got no short punch game. Him and Daniel, they got kind of like the same fight plan. Literally. When they think you hurt, they're gonna throw a couple of combinations. They're gonna try to apply that. They're gonna try to apply their muscle on you, and until you can get them off of you. And then they'll reset, and then they try to find their way back in again to that same point.
It's like a loop.
Yeah, look how Anthony Joshua did Dominic Breazeale. Same way. Dominic Breazeale was staying out of reach. Then every now and again you would see a 3-4 punch combo from Anthony Joshua. Then Anthony Joshua would be like, he ain't ready yet. Then he'd back out. Jab, a couple other punches. Then he'd do it again. He'd be like, he ain't ready to go yet. He'd keep doing it. He did that over and over again until Dominic Breazeale got knocked out. You ain't got to listen to me. Just go watch the fight. Just go watch the fight. He ain't Anthony Joshua was don't throw 4 power shots in a row. And only way he throw that is unless he doesn't have He's not gonna throw that against Deontay Wilder because he's gonna be like, damn, this dude can really punch. But what is Anthony Joshua gonna do? Andy Ruiz.
I wonder how he's going to actually do against Wilder. He's best. I think what he's going to be on more on defense.
What are you gonna do against Andy Ruiz? He gonna if Anthony Joshua gets Andy Ruiz corner, that's what he's gonna do. You're gonna see a 4-piece combo. And you're gonna notice two things. If Andy Ruiz is tired, he's gonna try to get him out. If he's not, he's gonna back up. He's gonna back up. Because if he's not tired, Andy Ruiz is gonna throw something back, and he's gonna be like, whoa, he ain't ready yet. He ain't ready yet. He's still swinging. Still swinging. Ah, yeah, he ready now, like an easy bake oven.
Then,
well, I don't think AJ got the best body game and his body, his body defense and his jaw. I don't think they all that. I think
he's just okay. It's moderate.
Yeah, right there. And the reason why I said it is because there's a lot of fighters that hit him in the stomach that made him squinch. A lot of fighters that hit him in the head that made him squinch. So all it is just I don't understand why some fighters, when they see something that's effective, they stop. They just stop. You can't stop against this dude. Like Andy Ruiz can't stop against him because he's out of shape. He's out of shape. Look at his Andy Ruiz's last fight, and not having no way you could train for this. In that amount of time to say that you can last 15 rounds, that's what you're gonna need, Andy Ruiz. You're gonna need 15, 20 rounds.
Yeah, that's the issue there. It's the weight, and then I don't know if he's gonna be able to handle 12 rounds.
All right, Mike Hennigan. See you later, baby. You got
Mike. I'm gonna bounce off.
Yeah, I'm about to bounce too, man. Yeah. This damn beer getting to me, man. I'm up over here blinking like a motherfucker.
What are you drinking?
Oh man, I'm drinking Guinness, man.
Oh, Guinness.
Yeah.
Are you doing a live on the Saturday or?
Yeah, I can do a live, man. See what Laws is doing, because Laws, I don't think he bought a laptop yet, so I got to go handle some business, and then I should be home Saturday tour. I should be home at least 3:00.
Yeah, I think by that time 3. Yours is Detroit Central. Not Detroit. You're in Flint, isn't it?
I'm north of that. I'm like hour and 30 minutes away from Detroit, up north.
That's. I think I thought Detroit was Central Time. So that's
no. Yeah. It's still Central Time. Yeah.
Central Time. There's some.
No. Sorry, it's Eastern. It's Eastern. Sorry, right. Eastern Time.
Because Midwest people are always Central.
Yeah, well, because we an hour ahead of them, and we 3 hours ahead of San Diego.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Ivan Barancek and Taylor fight should be coming around that time then.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try to. I should be good to go around too. So. Yeah.
The brother gonna show anyway first, then Ivan around 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. 3 what time?
Huh? No, 3. No, PM at your time.
Oh, I'm gonna say shit. That's the.
No. That's gonna come before the Wilder fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it all, man. But
yeah, it's gonna be actually up here in Scotland.
I might not. I probably gotta go get an energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, have you guys got Red Bull over there?
Yeah, we got Red Bull. We got Red Bull, Monster,
Monster.
Couple of other ones. They got some new ones that's supposed to be 0 calories and all this stuff, man. I'll probably just go in there and make some coffee.
Yeah, nothing beats a coffee.
Yeah.
For Starbucks.
Nah, I got some there's Hawaiian blend in there.
Right.
Yeah. Called Colon. Start with a K. I forget what it's called, but it's decent. It's a decent cup. You know, some people they do the Folgers or the Maxwell. Not in here.
Yeah, I remember Mike.
Huh?
Good talking to you. It was good talking to you, man.
All right, man. I know you hear me yawning.
Yeah.
All
I'm getting tired of this myself as well.
right, man. Thanks for coming through.
Nah, no problem, mate, man.
All right, peace of the chat. We out, man.